Hey there, friends and viewers, Hengest here. Welcome back to Hero Hengest, my solo queue Hero League series. Been a little while since I posted one. Taking a look at the latest patch, there have been some significant changes to the rank system in Heroes of the Storm, particularly the matchmaking system. But yeah, it's still the preseason, although the ranks have been reset. So, we have to do 20 placement matches in order to achieve our rank, which is really kind of just a barrier put in place for new players so they don't get accidentally match made against, like rank 10 and below because they won a few games. Coolio. So, as far as I know, the internal MMR values are just the same, which I think at the time of this recording I'm around 2,900 or so. So, I should still be getting match made against the same group that I was before. I just don't have a rank. So I think that's a good change altogether. I'm excited to see the matchmaking system work a little better, hopefully. I haven't really seen the effects quite yet, but I'm sure it will take a little bit of time. Anyways, enough jibber jabber about that. If you guys want to see more content from me, maybe you've had that itch for Hengest voice and you haven't heard it, don't forget, you can check out youtube.com/games. I post very frequently there. I live stream very frequently there. It's a big reason why I'm not more active here on the home channel. But anyways, taking a look at my team comp, it looks like these guys want me to play the tank, which is something I like doing, especially when I solo queue. Playing tank is probably my favorite role in solo queue, believe it or not. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight Johanna there. Not that I am committed to picking her, I just want to say yes, I'm okay with playing tank as our last pick. I do want to pick my hero based on who counters the enemy team the best. It's my favorite thing about picking last. I like to pick last almost always. Hengest looks good. Yeah, I haven't really been able to focus on allied chat here. But yeah, picking last is the best because you get to pick your hero that best synergizes with your friendly team comp and also that best counters the enemy's team comp. So what tank is the best counter to Zeratul? Murden and Johanna are very good at countering Zeratul. I would say Johanna's slightly better because she has the shield glare, which can very effectively reveal Zeratul when he's cloaked. Is there any reason I should pick Murden over Zeratul or over Johanna right now? I don't really see a reason. I think on the whole, Johanna's just a stronger pick altogether. I think she's a little on the OP side still. She wasn't really changed in the latest build of the game, balance-wise. So I will be locking in with Johanna. I feel pretty good about that pick on Blackheart's Bay. Let's get straight into the action and see what happens. Alrighty, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on Blackheart's Bay, that they'll be playing as the Crusader, Johanna. Now, let's take a look at the enemy team and see who's the biggest threat to me. Now, as Johanna, you typically aren't going to get focused a whole lot, unless there's some big reason why. You should be getting focused. Now, I like to consider Blackheart's Bay more of a pushing map than almost any other map. You might think the opposite because there's a lot of team fighting going on in the turning point, but really, with the objective, all it really does is push down buildings without any means to stop it, unless you're counting shields and mules. So it ultimately does come down to quite a pushing map. So I will be speccing into Knight Takes Pawn for that reason. To try to blind the Karazim, who came in from behind really hard. My focus target here is going to be Zeratul, but my team was in favor of the full retreat. That was an even 4v4 that we lost because our Kael'thas just got caught out of position and Zeratul was able to focus him down. So that was not a good opener at all. Now, as I was saying, the biggest threat to me as the Johanna player is going to be this Leoric guy, because Leoric can deal percentage-based damage. So it doesn't matter how tanky you are, as long as you have a lot of HP, Leoric is going to be dealing a lot of damage to you. So he's probably going to be trying to focus me down with his Drain Soul ability. So I've got to, okay, I'm going to die there. There I was getting Drain Souled and I was getting focused down by 4 players. So we had that many guys in the mid lane, which means we should be able to get work done in other lanes. Thankfully, Kael'thas was able to soak top during that time, while the enemy team was kind of deathballing around, but not too much of an advantage. You see we gave up 2 hero kills, but if you look at the experience on both teams, we're very much, well, we're not even anymore, but yeah, we're kind of slipping a little bit. Basically, what I'm trying to say is hero kills don't amount to a whole lot in the early game if it comes at the cost of being absent in lane. So you can see that our Kael'thas in the mid lane is trying to double soak right now. I'm going to ping on my way to mid. Mages are pretty good at that because they can wave clear really effectively, but obviously at this stage in the game, our #1 focus is soaking those lanes. We just missed out a little bit of experience while I was roaming around after I died. But really, a lot of players tend to get demoralized by those early game hero kills. Yeah, we gave up a couple kills, but really, did it impact us that badly? They got some coins. They might be turning some in, but yeah, it hasn't really gained them much so far. We might actually be able to deal some nice damage there to Zeratul, who is out of mana, but unfortunately, he did get the Tassadar kill. How many coins does the enemy team have? They have 9 coins right now. Are they turning any in? The answer is no. So I'm going to go back to soaking mid. Best use of my time right now. Does appear we're going to fall a little bit behind here in the early game. I'm not too worried about it. I think we have a really strong team fighting comp, and of course we have the push potential of Sylvanas and Tassadar. Tassadar, not a specialist obviously, but can push harder than most heroes in this game. Enemy team did manage to turn in 7 coins. I'm just checking up there, seeing if I can get some kind of an easy kill instead of pushing into towers right now. Then I'm going to change up my strat here pretty quick. I'm going to spec into amp healing. So you can see I got focused really hard in the early game. I think I am going to get focused more than I'm used to on Johanna. A lot of it has to do with the Drain Soul ability from Leoric. Looks like we're going to go in for a really strong push here in the mid lane. Not really sure where this coordination just came from. But I'm not gonna complain about it. It's always nice to get tower kills at this stage in the game. Nice little 300 EXP, 400 rather, in the bank for us every time we down a tower. So that can help you get to 10 early, for example. But yeah, I will spec an amp healing because we have Lily, so it means I don't really have to rely on decision making on the part of our support. Really, if I'm low on HP, I'm gonna get those heals as long as I'm close to Lily, and the amp healing is gonna bring me back to full a lot faster. So, enemy team is going in for, looks like, another turn in. He took a lot of damage there on Sylvanas, but she looks like she's gonna be fine here. Vala's way out of position. Could we capitalize on that? There's a lot of aggression here. Now, Vala's in the back dealing unmitigated damage. We need to lay down something to control her. This fighting is obviously going on for the coins right about now. And we do appear to be on top of that, at least down here in the bottom lane. How did Kael'thas do? He's fine. Enemy team did pick up the first volley, but, you know, that's fine. It's not a big loss for us. I'm going to ping retreat there on Lily. We just got totally cut off. She should be able to get away just fine with her fancy feet. I like to call that her passive, the fancy feet. I don't know why, but she's very hard to chase. They actually just dove us under our base there. I did not even notice that. So, need to pay a little bit more attention because I could have punished them a little bit for doing that. This could be an even 4v4. Nice little interrupt there from the Banshees on Sylvanas. I'm going to use a shield glare to interrupt yet again. Just kind of poking away here as we wait for Lily and Kael'thas coming in. These are some nice Tassadar shields. I am taking a lot of aggression though, but I'm getting a great deal of support from my friendly team, so I feel pretty good about that. Sylvanas just got away, and this is going to be an Uther kill. There we are. So, Karazim's in here. Blind is actually a great counter to Karazim, and we have 2 blinds. And we are losing this battle. Sylvanas had to fall all the way back to the spawn point, which is going to result in us not having enough damage to get any work done over here. There's a lot of trading going on here, a lot of heroes dying. We are still slightly behind, any way you look at it, but we're not as far behind as we could be with the amount of losses we're giving up here. We're giving up a lot of hero kills, but we're keeping our cool. Nobody's freaking out just yet. Things are looking pretty good. I'm going to try to peel as best I can for our Sylvanas. Oh, and I missed that shield glare on Vala, which would have yielded a kill. But the enemy team is just deathballing so hard here. Even Vala comes back in, puts her life in danger. Be able to get a kill. Come on, we need some damage. It's part of the reason I don't like playing Johanna. There's so little damage output against heroes. Yes, that was a nice gravity lap. So I'm going to turn in my 6 coins here that I picked up from some hero kill somewhere. And that is going to give us our first volley and going to bring us right back into this game. That'll down some towers, give us that EXP boost that we need to even the odds. And maybe even get us ahead, which means we might ding level 10 first. So I'm on my way to the mid lane. There's a lot of contention going on all throughout the map. Somebody pinged bruisers. I would like to focus on lane EXP right now because we're about to hit level 10. And we want to make sure that we're prepared to counteract the enemy team's ults with our own. And in order to do that, we obviously need to have our ults off cooldown and available to us. So there's our level 10. We got him first. This might be an advantageous attack for us. I'm going to go ahead and open with the Blessed Shield on top of this Phoenix and keep these guys pinned in the Phoenix as long as I can. And right there, that was a great example of just a few seconds in Heroes of the Storm that won us the team fight. Reason being, we had level 10 right before they did, and that fight began as they were about to hit level 10. So a pretty big oversight on the enemy team. It did only lose them 1 hero kill, but that was an important battle that we just won because it's going to allow us to gain some ground here. After that 5v5 victory, we're in position to make something happen with our 5v5 team here. That looked like some kind of unstoppable. Could that have been a divine shield? I didn't see how the hell Leoric just got out of my condemn right there, but I am going to follow the suggestions of the friendly team and just get out of that situation. You can see Zeratul here. I'm just going to basically reveal him with my shield glare to let him know, hey, I know you're there. Don't come fight us. These coins are ours. I'm going to ping full retreat here. I'm going to split because I do have a couple peeling opportunities for myself. And looks like that was an entomb on Kael'thas that will not reap any fruit for the enemy team. I'm actually going to open with a Blessed Shield here and get off a Flame Strike and get a kill. And that is a Divine Palm. Great Divine Palm from enemy Karazim, but we can still focus down Leo, except we're splitting our damage. There we go. And yeah, what appears that we have the superior team fight so far. I'm going to try to turn in some coins. Oh wow, what the heck? Somebody died down here and dropped a ton of coins. That must have been Sylvanas. And he is not going to spawn in time to stop me from the looks of things. Yeah, I'm going to turn in all 12 of those coins. That was great. That was a great little pickup for our team. That just gave us the lead pretty much. I'm going to ping on my way, clean up some of these mercenaries. Night Take Spawn, obviously very good at cleaning up mercenaries. The more mercs, the better. Night Take Spawn is very good at dealing with bruisers. It does appear that maybe that was a scouting drone that Karazim just put up there. I'm not sure what the enemy team's doing with their boss positioning right about now. Just gonna keep a close eye on it. I did ping defense. Not saying that they were getting boss, just making ourselves aware of that positioning from Karazim. Whatever he is doing up there. Looks like he's just soaking top. So I'm gonna head bottom and try to get a kill down here. I will spec into Burning Rage. It does appear we're lacking a little bit of damage. We're extremely dependent on Kael'thas right now, and that obviously makes me quite uncomfortable. So with Burning Rage, actually, that might secure me a kill on Zeratul. No, the Holy Light did save him. Not the best use of Blessed Shield. I didn't realize that VP was down, but it did at least scare them away long enough for us to get this Bruiser camp. So I'm in a great position. I'm going to go ahead and Iron Skin out of that nonsense, that Soul Drain. I could go in for a nice little move speed on Condemn, just barely out of range. We could make some pushing happen here. We do have Giants and Bruisers, but really it is wise for us to pull back. I agree with Lily, though he is getting very spammy. So with that bottom push that we just had, maybe I'll have enough time to turn in these 5 coins. This is a very risky play, as Leoric is en route now and we are totally outnumbered, but I do pull it off. Kael'thas is way out of position, so I'm in favor of pulling back yet again, as I don't want to fight this without our Kael'thas. And it does appear I might have to use... No, we're good. I can turn this around with a Blessed Shield. If my team can trust me here. There goes the Blessed Shield. to try to get off some damage there in the flame strike, but not too successful. Try to focus down these squishies. Karazim is my target. Down goes Karazim, and could chase those two. I think I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, this could be a mega kill into boss, which would be huge for us. Where's that Wraith Walk? And he is so tanky when he's got that soul drain up on somebody. Okay, we're moving top to grab a boss. That was a very nice team fight for us. Great opportunity for us to pull way ahead in this match, as long as we're able to burn this boss. Now, Leoric will present a problem for us, as he's going to have vision of this, but I think he is going to actually respawn and put himself in a huge amount of danger. I don't think his allies are going to be able to get here in time to deal with this. I would like to focus boss, as they are now en route to stop us. They're not going to be able to get here in time, though. So I'm going to stand in that stomp. And yeah, they just surrendered the boss to us. We need to get some coins. So yeah, we need to defend the turning point, because we're not going to have the time to grab these coins. The best we can do is stop them from turning in that spawn. So they do have enough for a volley here from the looks of things. Make sure that Sylvanas is not leading the charge. Let's wait for the tank. That was a great silence, followed by a nice Blessed Shield, condemned, but another awesome VP. So I'm going to be forced into that VP. That basically killed the follow-up to our Wailing Arrow and Blessed Shield combo. So we're going to do our best to mitigate all of the focus fire that we're seeing on our squishies, particularly our healer. And now I'm in an awesome position here to actually stop them from attacking our squishies and absorb all that focus fire. I'm getting a tremendous amount of shielding here from friendly Tassadar. I just love it. I love the amount of shielding I'm getting here. So I'm gonna spec into Holy Renewal, because I'm taking a lot of focus fire, and I know I spec'd into Burning Rage, but that's because we're lacking a little bit of damage without Kael'thas. So I'm going for a very well-balanced build, really no specialization whatsoever. A combination of hero, siege damage, as well as survivability. I don't know what the hell Sylvanas was doing here. It was a very unwise play from Sylvanas. So I'm going to ping Friendly Bruiser Camp. We're in defense mode until she respawns. I'm going to say awesome shielding Tass, because I don't think I can recollect a game where I've been tanking and received so much Tassadar shielding. What's happening? Why is that? Why? Okay, we're en route to the turning point now. There's a good chance they're turning in and just got a volley. Okay, so I'm not afraid of this fight. We have our guys here. I think we do. Where is our team? Let's get off the Holy Renewal on 3 targets. Sylvanas just respawned. Oh, Tassadar was dead. That was what the Y was about. Sorry, I am hardly paying much attention at all. That was actually a very risky play that I just made. Only reason they didn't kill me is because we've been dominating these team fights so far, and the team is a little bit afraid of us. So they are all here, and this could be a nice opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and open with the Blessed Shield on Vala. And that is a nice 1,000 jogs. Look at all the focus fire I'm getting and all the damage I'm getting off. Shield glare kill, failure, falls flat, but I'm forcing back 3 players here. And I died. So I don't know why I was abandoned right there. That didn't make any sense to me at all. But that's okay. They're pretty low on HP. We should be able to bounce back from this. Strafe needs to be stopped. Yeah, the cleanup crew is so real right now. Definitely feel a little disappointed that my team didn't follow me in there. I thought it was abundantly clear what I was doing. But they've been playing quite well throughout this match. I really can't complain much. So I would like to get bruisers as well as turn in. Do we have enough for a volley? Doesn't look like it, no. I'm really bad at mental math, guys. Math was always my weak subject, so whenever I glance at these numbers, I'm like, yeah, just short. But it was actually perfect. Perfect amount of coins. So now's a good time to move in on these bruisers. Really, we're not afraid of the enemy team here. We're 3 levels ahead, or 2 levels ahead now. We have a huge advantage. We've really established our dominance in the early and mid game with team fighting, so I would like to make any aggressive play that we can. I'm gonna ping danger on Sylvanas. It makes no sense for her to be traveling apart from the team like that. That was very dangerous. That's what you encounter in solo queue a lot of the time, is people just playing like solo queue, which is okay in some games like League of Legends, but in a game like this, that can easily cost you the match. Just being out of position like that. So I'm gonna go in and steal the enemy team's siege camp. It's abundantly clear that we're doing this, but I don't care because we're not afraid of them and we can easily win this team fight. Okay, so that's a 4v5. The Zeratul is in top right now. I'm gonna just focus on taking the DPS out of the picture, and we can go ahead and take the suicide here from Leoric. It's a safe move to make. Sylvanas, yet again, way out of position, but she actually brought back those weakened targets into the battle, which was somewhat of an inadvertent bait. On my way to boss. Yeah, let's clean up this point camp first. So yeah, that was kind of a blessing in disguise. Sylvanas basically brought back the sub 30% HP, half of their team, back into battle. What is Sporky doing down here? We need to grab boss. This is a no-brainer. So we'll grab boss, and then we will turn in coins, and that should be just about GG. They can't really contest this. We're level 20. We should have our ults on cooldown by the time they get here, if they get here in time. Yes, we're very reliant on Kael'thas for any kind of damage here, but our Kael'thas player has been doing an excellent job of doing the damage that we need. Without him, really, we would not be able to win a single team fight. A good Kael'thas player goes a very long way in this game. Okay, so I'm going to move in and try to snatch up these coin camps. We'll force the fight here again. It's going to be a little while until the enemy team is level 20, which means you have a tremendous advantage in any kind of a heads-up 5v5. And then I'm just going to ping defense on the turning point. All we have to do here is win the team fight at the turning point. I'm not even going to bother with this Uther. I don't know what he's doing. Probably making a big mistake, but okay, now I can bother with him. I'm going to open with a Blessed Shield. No follow-up here. Kael'thas is way out of position, but you know, I can actually do a significant amount of damage to these two guys because of the way I've built and the fact that we're a little bit ahead as well. So Karazim's trying to kill our Sylvanas. She needs to run in sight, in range of our supports in order to stay alive, not away from them. And Uther just died. He does not have redemption yet, so that's going to be an easy turn-in for us and should be an easy victory. Though Kael'thas chasing down a Zeratul who's about to die. Not the safest of plays, but really it's of no risk to him because Val is forced on D. And this boss is actually going to destroy the core before we even get our volley off. So they fought us instead of defending against the boss. That was a pretty one-sided matchup. It looked a little iffy in the early game. I think I played pretty well on Johanna there. My build was a little wacky, but I think it worked out really well. That was a pretty good solo queue game. So I think I'm about even on my win-loss record for my placement matches, which means I should be sustaining my MMR, which would put me, I don't know, probably sub rank 5, if I had to guess. Let's take a look at our build really quick, because people love to ask me about the build for Johanna or any other hero. So Knight takes pawn. I took this because I consider that Blackheart's Bay a push map. Your other option at level 1 would have been Regeneration Master. Helps to keep you alive, keeps you really tanky, keeps you in the fight longer. It also scales really well with my level 4 selection, which was amp healing. I took this because I was taking a ton of damage, but Tassadar did such a grand job of shielding me. It actually didn't help me as much as I thought it would, because Lili was less of a helpful support to me than the Tassadar was, believe it or not. Then we took Conviction. This allows me to chase down their backline a lot easier. Follow up after Blessed Shield or chasing pre-Blessed Shield. Very strong talent. Blessed Shield, obviously. Burning Rage I took because we were lacking a little bit of hero damage in team fights. This is a very strong talent choice for Johanna because she tends to bunch people up with her Condemn and also CC them with Punish and Blessed Shield. So she does a lot of AoE damage with her kit. Holy Renewal, I took this just to kind of round off my build. This was kind of the goofy talent to take, but I took it because I wanted to be as independent as I could, not have to rely on Lili too much. It also scales really well with amp healing. At level 20, I took Indestructible. This is probably the best level 20 talent, but if people are focusing you and you've died in the match, which at this time I had died only once or twice, it's always a good talent selection. It's basically like a Divine Shield or something, or a Divine Palm. And that is my build, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me some feedback in the comments below. I love all your guys' supportive comments. It really brightens my day. Give it a thumbs up if you please. And I do want to ask you also to check out my social media outlets if you guys want to see me live stream. I know I'm not as active on this channel as a lot of people would hope, but that is because I do a lot of live streaming on the Squadron destinations. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.